It is the defense's turn today in the Frisco track meet stabbing trial. We've got a crew in the courtroom for you on this midday. But first, your midday commute. I'm Kara Sewell alongside traffic anchor Erica Lopez. Good to see ya.
Good to see you, Kara.
Okay, so what is working right now?
Right now, we actually have that same semi crash we had earlier this morning. They're still working to clear it with a heavy-duty tow.
Okay.
So let's take a look at what we have going on there. That's probably my biggest headache. For the midday drive, we're still down to one lane. If you were with us this morning, we were down to one lane. Since about 8 o'clock this morning or a little bit before it, we've been following this. So this semi truck went off of I-30. This is on the eastbound side, so coming Dallas County into Rockwall County at FM 3549. And it's kind of been hanging over the concrete median wall. They're trying to get it moved off and cleared, but this kind of work takes some time. So again, one lane open and moving there. I'll show you where this is on the map. Coming into the Rockwall area, it's going to be a slow ride. No big surprise there. So if you need to travel this way, I'm going to go with 66 as your worker on. I wouldn't want to get stuck in that snail trail that we're seeing out that way. Taking you to Denton County, where we're dealing with a 35 southbound crash at University at 380. This one fully off on that right-hand shoulder, so I wouldn't say it's giving us too much trouble. Showing you what the map looks like. If you need to head out elsewhere, for the most part, we're seeing a lot of green. As far as lunchtime road work is concerned, we're seeing some along 75 North and Lemon. One left lane is closed off. Not a huge impact, but something to watch for. Kara?
All right, thanks for the update, Erica. So back to the Frisco track meet stabbing trial. Today is the first full day for the defense to present its side. The prosecution rested in a rare Saturday session. Our Chris Sadeghi is live at the Collin County Courthouse with the latest. Hi, Chris.
Hello, Kara, and the defense continues to call their witnesses. So far this morning, they've called up more of the track athletes who were there at the track meet to testify not only about what they saw, but also about the culture, the atmosphere at these track meets. The fact that it's not unusual for them to roam around the bleachers, be social, maybe even stay underneath another team's tent if they know someone. It remains to be seen if Carmelo Anthony will testify in his own defense. The first witness of the day that was called by the defense this morning was another teammate of Anthony's. He testified that Anthony seemed to be in a normal mood that morning and saw the commotion coming from the tent. The witness said when he looked, he saw Austin Metcalf extending his arms out to push Anthony, followed by Anthony jogging away. He described it as a light jog, and Metcalf pulling up his shirt to discover the stab wound. The witness said he saw Anthony very distraught later, crying that "I told him not to touch me." We're waiting to see if Anthony will be called to the stand and tell the jury in his own words why he claims he acted in self-defense. But our legal expert, Bree West, says there's always a risk, because even if a defendant testifies the truth, prosecutors can still use the opportunity to their advantage.
There's only so much preparation that you can do. These are seasoned prosecutors. They are ready for this case. They've been preparing for a long time. And so do you want to subject your client? I mean, even if you're just, sort of stumbling over a word, a really strong prosecutor can turn that against you. And it has nothing to do with the truthfulness of what you're saying.
And Bree West is in the courtroom along with Jobin Ponecker, our reporter. They will have a breakdown of all the events in the courtroom throughout the day as they happen. And of course, again, the big one we're watching to see, will Carmelo Anthony take the stand to testify? Kara, back to you.
Chris, thank you. WFA is your eyes and ears in the courtroom, and you can get more context on what's happening with our nightly special after the trial. It's streaming on WFA Plus every day at 8 o'clock while court is in session. New today, Texas Parks and Wildlife just announced 2 more cases of New World screwworm have been confirmed in Texas, bringing the state total to 4. Governor Greg Abbott has activated the State Emergency Operations Center. The new cases are a calf in LaSalle County and a dog in Andrews County. That follows 2 calves in Zavala County. Screwworms are parasitic flies that commonly target livestock. The governor already expanded a disaster declaration and announced plans to bring in sterile flies to break the reproduction cycle of screwworms. Police in Fort Worth are looking for the person who opened fire on a crowd after a community gathering. You heard that. A camera at a nearby business near Stop 6 Park caught the moment it happened. People taking cover from rain at the after party when shots rang out. Police say one woman was shot in the head, another in the hip. A child was grazed by a bullet, and an officer was hurt in that shooting. One woman is in critical condition. The rest are expected to be okay. We heard some frustration from people who were there just wanting to celebrate.
Every time you try to go somewhere, have a good time, you're happy. So it's pretty much the norm nowadays.
A person who was there told WFAA he does not remember hearing or seeing anything significant leading up to the shooting. Fort Worth police say the gunman was dressed in all black and got away after. Police are asking anyone with information to reach out to their department. Terrifying moments in two separate parts of the country this weekend. One, a mass shooting at an outdoor community festival in Toledo, Ohio, and the other, a multiple stabbing at a New York's Penn Station. ABC's Allison Cossack reports.
This morning, new concern about safety at one of the nation's busiest transit hubs, New York's Penn Station, after 5 people were stabbed in a random attack.
I got near track 1. I saw somebody get stabbed. They screamed. Everybody started running. Everybody.
Police tackling the suspect, who they say is homeless and appeared to be emotionally disturbed.
We turned and we ran, and just trying to get out the station, somebody fell. And I made sure to pick them up because I didn't know if the dude who stabbed, how close he was. So I picked them up, and I didn't want to get trampled because we were all just running just to get out of there.
First responders rushing in to help the injured. All are expected to survive.
Something like this happens, we're terrified because it's about our own safety as well.
Meanwhile, the search for suspects continuing overnight after another brazen crime. Panic and chaos after a mass shooting at this popular festival in Toledo, Ohio, sent people running for their lives. 12 people were wounded.
Everybody trying to find their kids.
The victims as young as 14. Law enforcement nationwide reports there's been a 25% increase in the number of mass shootings so far this year, even as overall violent crime trends downward.
So far, no arrests in the Toledo shooting. As for the Penn Station attack, it comes as New York prepares for tonight's NBA Finals game and for the upcoming World Cup festivities. Allison Cossack, ABC News, New York.
Next week's UFC event at the White House could be canceled. A lawsuit argues the ring did not get congressional approval or an environmental review. The Trump administration claims the event has congressional backing as part of the United States' 250-year celebrations. The lawsuit says the event has nothing to do with America's independence. Instead, it coincides with the president's 80th birthday. The Dallas Stars could officially be moving north by the end of the day. Leaders in Plano are set to take up key items tied to potential new arena projects for the Stars tonight. WFA's Natalie Haddad has those details.
The idea of the Dallas Stars no longer being in the city of Dallas becomes a little more real tonight. A 12-page letter of intent will go before Plano City Council today, and I've pulled that up, and in big bold letters it says letter of intent regarding proposed new indoor sports and entertainment arena complex in Plano, Texas. Last week, the Dallas Stars announced that they want to move to Plano and build a new arena at the Shops at Willow Bend. The news came just one day after the Dallas Mavericks also announced a move out of downtown Dallas and into far north Dallas. Tonight, Plano City Council members will consider a letter of intent tied to that project, but it's important to note that this agreement is non-binding, meaning either the city or the developers involved or even the team could still walk away from this potential deal without penalty. Now, as far as the letter goes, I've reviewed it, and it says developers expect the project to cost at least $1 billion to build. It also says the city of Plano intends to contribute up to $700 million in funding toward the arena project. Also on tonight's agenda is what is called an economic development incentive agreement tied to a project at Willow Bend. This is a separate agenda item from the letter of intent, but it appears to be connected given the project on the table. We will certainly give you any developments and new details as they come when the meeting starts at 7 p.m. In Plano, I'm Natalie Haddad. I'll send it back to you.
Jack County commissioners are putting off a vote on a new data center because residents did not get proper notice before the meeting. Commissioners are considering a new project that could take up to 940 acres in the southeast corner of the county. Residents are worried about air pollution, water and noise, and a lack of answers.